Making music melodies!
Hello there, my name's John. Today, I will teach you how to read and play dynamics. Well, the first thing you might be asking yourself is, well, what is a dynamic? A dynamic is a symbol that the songwriter uses to tell the musician how loud to play their music. It could be for an entire song or just a measure or two. The next step in being able to play dynamics is being able to decode/read them. First off, there are two main types of dynamics, piano and forte. And some of you might have noticed them from the page prior. But the piano is symbolized by a P, which means to play the music softly, whereas the forte, which means to play the music loud or strong. But wait, there's a little bit more to dynamics than first meets the eye. There is a way to play the music in between loud and soft. To be able to do this, the songwriter adds a little M, called a mezzo, in front of the other letters. So, if we see an MP, that means mezzo piano, which means medium soft. So not quite as soft as a piano, but not quite as loud as a forte. And if we see an MF, then that means mezzo forte, which means medium loud, so not quite as soft as a piano, and not quite as loud as a forte. The final part to dynamics are the extremes. This can either be extremely loud, or on the flip side, extremely soft. To be able to show this in the music, the songwriter will double up the letter they want to use. So if we saw two P's, or pianos, next to each other, it would be pianissimo, which means extremely soft. And if we saw two F's next to each other, then you guessed it, that would be extremely loud, also known as fortissimo. So, just to make sure you were paying attention, let's do a quiz of all the different types of dynamics. So, the first one is this F, and I'll give you about 4 or 5 seconds to guess what this F means. You guessed it, it's a forte. Next up, we have an M and an F. You may be able to use the answer from the last question to help you answer this one. You guessed it, it's a mezzo forte. Next up, we have two P's in a row. Can you guess what it is? That's correct, it's a pianissimo. We're nearing the end, but next up we have two F's in a row, which you've seen F's before and you've seen two letters before, then you might be able to guess this one. You guessed it, it's a fortissimo. Next up, we've got just a single P. Can you guess what it is? Nice, that's a piano. Finally, we have an M and a P next to each other. What is this one called? Nice, That's a mezzo piano. And thank you guys for watching this video brought to you by Making Music Melodies. And make sure to check out our Zooms and our blog posts. I hope I can see you again soon. Bye!